So welcome to the new class again. We will repeat after me. We'll invoke the Guru first. Okay. Unmute yourself, all of you, and then repeat after. Close your eyes and concentrate on this point. Guru Brahma,
Guru Brahma,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru Devo Maheshwaraha,
Guru Devo Maheshwaraha,
Guru Sakshat,
Guru Sakshat,
Parabrahma,
Parabrahma,
Tasmai Shri,
Tasmai Shri,
Gurave Namaha,
Gurave Namaha,
Harihi Om,
Harihi Om,
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om.
Harihi Om.
Now rub your hands, turn your eyes, then your eyes. Okay, all of you can mute yourself. If at all needed, you can raise your hand and then unmute and yourself and talk. Okay. Yeah. Sudiksha, you can also mute yourself. Okay. So all of you, welcome to another class. So today's topic, I'll be sharing a screen soon. Are you all able to see the screen? Yeah. Okay. Akshata, can you remove the background? Yeah. Okay. All those animations. All right. Okay. So, what is written over here? Have you all heard about this word karma? Anyone wants to answer? Yes, Sri Charan. Unmute yourself and talk.
So karma is basically something when if you do something bad, then it will come back to you. If you do good, then it will come
Yes,
back to you.
yes, very good, very good. Yes, that's correct.
Because life is like a boomerang.
Sorry, life is like?
A boomerang.
Boomerang, okay, yes. Okay, so it's something similar to something like that only. So what is happening to this person here? What is he doing here? He's pushing, yes, Aditya.
He's pushing some dominoes.
Yeah, he's pushing some dominoes. And what will happen to the last domino?
It'll fall on him.
It'll fall on himself, right? So so karma is like that. Whatever we do, we will get it back to ourselves. Whatever you do good, you get good. You do something not good, something not good is we will be affected in that way, right? So any action that we do, it will have an effect. So what will be the effect? It depends on what will be the result. It depends on what type of action we have done, right? So we will always try to do good actions so that it doesn't affect anyone else or anything else. Anything in nature is not disturbed because of any of our actions. Okay, did you get it? Okay, so there is a story associated with this. We will I will tell the story first. So once what happened, there was a king. He was a very famous king, and he wanted to give he wanted to distribute food to many people who were not having not able to fulfill their everyday needs. So he wanted to give food to the people in his kingdom. So every day he was in his kingdom, in his palace, he had arranged a nice food court where people would come and eat and go. Okay, it's all just for them as a free service that he was doing, and it became very popular that more and more people started coming. So next, what happened? One day there was a nearby garden, the garden was with very big trees and all that. Over there in the garden, there was a snake. Okay. So an eagle which saw the snake that was present there. Eagle and the snake, what they usually do? They usually fight with each other, right? So eagle and snake, they started fight. Eagle wanted to take the snake away, eat it, like that. So they both started fighting. In the midst of fighting, what happened? The eagle started grabbing the snake out, started flying upwards. Since it was the palace garden, the eagle started carrying the snake while fighting over the food court. And it so happened that in the fight, the snake died. Okay, because he was fighting, snake was spitting poison. Whenever snake starts defending himself, he spits poison. So it so happened that when the snake was when the eagle carried the snake over the food court, the snake's poison was dropped on the one of the very big vessels of rice that was being cooked in the food court, in the kitchen part of the food court. So since it's a poison, it's just a couple of few drops of poison, right? Nobody could notice it. It was a very big vessel that was being cooked. So nobody noticed it. The cook did not notice, and it was all full of steam and all that. People were busy serving and all that. The cook did not notice it. So what happened? The rice that was cooked was full of had poison, right? So that rice unfortunately had to be served to hundreds of people who had come that day, and then they all ate that rice, unfortunately. So what happened to them? They all died. So they all died. So what happened then? And then everybody was shocked. So many this food service was happening for a very long time, and suddenly one day everybody eats and everybody dies. And do you all know Yamadharmaraja? Have you all heard his name? Yeah, who is he? Do you know who he is? Yes, Sudiksha. Okay, so yes, not exactly, but yeah. So he is a king of dharma. Okay, he maintains the order. He is a king of dharma. Okay, he will not go wrong while he's as you said, taking lives of people. He will not do any mistakes. He will not just come and take just anybody who is dying. He will make sure he will make sure the dharma is maintained. So what happened? Suddenly so many hundreds of people died and so many people queued up in Yamaloka, and he was surprised. Why so many people queued up suddenly? What happened? His subordinates in his loka, in Yamaloka, were had to write so many accounts for so many people. It was too much of work for them. So Yamadharmaraja asked his subordinates, what happened? Why so many people were killed? Who killed them? Somebody needs to take the responsibility of losing these many people's lives, right? So he wanted to ask, he was asking why, what was the reason that so many people are killed, so many people died? So somebody told, okay, it's because the snake spit the poison, so the snake has killed them. Can the snake have killed? Or you tell me, who killed so many people? Any of you? Yes, Sri Charan?
I think it's actually eagle because because he was only the. I think
Okay, you think it is eagle
he only
because
killed.
eagle did not put the poison into the vessel, right? Eagle
Yeah.
was not responsible for the poison, right? Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
twin boys, Akash and Vikas.
I think it's the snake or the eagle, because the eagle was the one who fought with the snake, and that's why
Okay.
the snake spit out poison.
Okay, we
But
saw
also
how it is not eagle, right? We saw how it is not, because eagle did not put the poison into the vessel. Whereas snake, while he was only defending himself and he died as well. Snake itself died before the poison fell. So after death, what will snake be able to do, right? So it was not snake as well. So anyone else? Yes, Parnika?
I don't think it.
You're mute. You're mute, Parnika.
I don't think it was anyone's fault, because the eagle was just going for food, and the snake was just defending itself, and the cooks never noticed. So how
Yeah.
it must be a mistake.
it's
So?
dadda's mass feet.
Sorry, did you say something, Shirisha?
His dad mass feet.
Sorry, what?
It's dharma's feet.
It's dharmas. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Yes, Akash, because
I think it's the snake's poison.
it's a snake's poison. Yes, Sadiksha, who killed so many people. How did they die? Your voice is very feeble, Sadiksha. No, I can't hear. No, not yet. Are you able to just plug it out and talk?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
I think it's the cook's fault, because he should have at least closed the vessel.
Okay, Sadiksha thinks it's the cook's fault. He should have closed the vessel. Okay.
It's dharma's face.
Okay, it's Dharma's face. So Diksha, I can't hear the rest of the thing what you told, but I think you told the cook, right? Okay.
I was gonna say face.
Okay, Shirisha. Did Akash or Vikas want to say anything? You were raising your hand.
I think
Twin
it's
girls.
the cook. I
Okay.
think it's nobody's fault.
Nobody's fault. How about twin girls? You're being silent, Akshata.
And I think it's the cook's fault too.
It's the cook's fault. All right. So we will see what happened. Okay, it's no one's fault. All right, all of you go on mute. So we will see what happened in the story next. So Yamadharmaraja, he was super confused. Okay, what's happening? Somebody in his court, they are telling, it's like how you are telling cook's fault. Somebody says eagle's fault. Somebody says snake's fault. Somebody says it's nobody's fault. So he wants to really find, if it's nobody's fault, then so many hundreds of people died, right? So there needs to be some account that is to be made for hundreds of deaths, right? It's not easy. So for one death, people fight in court over here, right? So many people have died. So there needs to be some account for it. So what he does is he goes directly he goes in disguise. He goes in disguise to the place where the palace is, and he wants to find out what's happening in there. So he goes in disguise, and this is not the lady that he goes, but yeah, he goes in some other disguise, and he goes. There is a he wants to. Goes in search of the palace. He wants to know how to go to the palace. So he roams around in the city over there, and he keeps talking to people to find out how the, what's happening around, and is anybody talking about it, or like that. And he finds a vegetable vendor over there. The lady who is sending fruits and vegetables generally. So he goes to her. He talks to her. Okay, lady, I'm looking for a palace, king's palace, where the king is serving so many food, it seems, for so many people. I'm very hungry. I would want to go to the palace and eat food, he says. And you know what happens? The lady, the vendor over there, the vegetable vendor over there says, she immediately says, oh, to that palace where that king who was serving so many people, no, you will have to go this way. She tells the route first, and then she says, but I wish you good luck if you want to eat food there, she says. And he'll be like, why do you say so? Is the food not tasty? And for that he says, for that the vendor says, no, it's not about the taste. Just a few days ago, so many hundreds of people died when the king was king, because of the king's food, no, the palace, in the palace. So immediately what happens? The Yamadharmaraja gets hold of the lady vendor and takes her to the Yamaloka. So did you get what the point is? He says she is responsible for the hundreds of deaths. And she was super shocked. Why? Okay, she asked me, why did you bring me to Yamaloka? I didn't do anything. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't put poison. I didn't do anything. Why did you bring me to Yamaloka? I didn't do anything. He says, so do you understand? So she just by saying, she incurs karma. Do you understand? Just by saying, nobody has, even people in the Yamaloka has not been able to figure out who killed hundreds of people. Whereas she just says in one sentence that the king of the palace who was distributing food, because of this food service, hundreds of deaths happened, right? So he immediately grabs her and takes her to Yamaloka. So why was she taken? Does anyone, did you understand? No? Akash and Vikas, no? Because whatever we say, it comes back to us. We should not even say anything bad to anyone. Did you understand? She although she is not directly involved, she put the whole blame or on the king, right? Was king responsible for it? King was not responsible for it, right? So whatever we say, we need to be careful on whatever we are saying. Did you understand? Yeah, Richa and Ritu understood. What did you understand?
That whatever we say comes back to us.
Yeah. So was it king's fault? Nobody knows. Even people in the Yamaloka, in the court, nobody has figured out whose fault was it. And she just blames, she just puts account of just on the king, right? Who was actually trying to do something good for people, whereas some incident happened, and we can't put the whole blame on just one person like that, right? Yeah, did you get it? So whatever we say, we need to be careful when we are talking to people, or when we are just conversing normally. We can't be accusing people so easily for even for the smallest mistake. They might or might not have. That's not our. Are we the judges? Are we the judges of any? Have we been appointed to judge anyone? To take responsibility of who has done what? So we don't need to judge anyone. Any situation or any incident. If it's happening, it is happening. Did you get it? Nature will take care of, if something is wrong, that will be taken care as well. Did you get it? Did you get it, Akash and Vikas? Yeah. Lucky, did you get it? Yeah. Parnika, where's your video? Sricharan, did you understand? Aditya? Yeah. Okay. So we also spoke about dharma in one of our previous classes, right? So what is dharma, if you remember? Any of you remember? Sudiksha? Sudiksha, do you remember? Do you not remember? What is dharma? Dharma is universal order. I can't hear your voice, Sudiksha. You're still not audible. Okay. Dharma means universal order. Anything that goes along with the nature. If something is supporting. Yes, I can hear you, but it's very feeble. Yeah. Yes, Sudiksha. Again, you're not audible. It's all right, leave it. So dharma means universal order. So anything that goes along with nature, something that supports the nature. okay, which will not disturb the things in the nature, then that is called dharma. So who do you all remember the weapon used to maintain the dharma? We studied in one of our previous classes, right? What is it, Aditya? The gada, right?
I actually don't
The
remember.
gada. That's all right, gada, right? Yeah. Okay. So anyone who supports the universal order and participates for the harmony in the universe, then see, if we do something good, basically, if we support, then that we get more rewards. That rewards are called punya. Did you get it? Yeah. There is something called papa. Papa means something we don't, something if someone doesn't support something by doing any action, if it causes misery to anyone, okay, that's called adharma. And because of adharma, the person will have to incur papa. That will lead to suffering. You get it? Okay. So what is karma? Did you all understand the moral of the story, by the way? Yeah? Okay. Parnika, read the first sentence.
Anything acts that a person claims becomes karma.
Anything you do, good, bad, you just say, you just read something, right? So we are just going through this class, we just walk, we just do something, any action, okay, it becomes karma. But when you claim it, when you claim the action, it becomes karma. You get it? So when we claim the doership, yes, I did this, we say the doership, okay, you write something and you say, I wrote this, then we incur karma because of that. Do you get it? So, and then so the more we do good, it's good. The good comes back to us, like how it happened in the Dominos case. Okay. So the intention of any action is very important. Say if it so happens that, you know, any action that we were, anything that we want to do, the intention behind the action is very important. If it's doing good for others, if it's not causing misery for anyone, it's not hurting anyone in any manner, then we will incur good karma. Means good punya. It will be good for us. Okay. So every cause has an effect. You get it? But is karma bad? It need not be bad, right? It's not bad. So if our intention is correct, if we are doing it for good purpose, if it's good, if we are doing it for good to do good to the society, then it is good only. It doesn't have to be bad. Okay. It is more, now people say, oh, coronavirus happened, so much of, yes, so much of loss and so much of good also happened in the world, right? So it was so much of pollution, so much of everything was cleared off. People, so much of pollution was there. Because of that, so much of public transport and so many vehicles had stopped, and because of that, pollution got cleared. Yes, Parnika, you want to say something?
Since we're now talking about coronavirus, I just wanted to say that at the start of coronavirus, I was kind of thinking maybe God is testing us for something that will happen later.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So everything, anything that we might think, oh, it's not going well at that time, maybe it's a corrective mechanism, right? It's helping to solve something else which has gone wrong, and then in the end it is going to be good always, right? Okay. Did you understand, Aditya? Okay. So there is a phrase which Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. What does he say? Jnanagni, dadda karmaNi. So Aditya, repeat it. Jnanagni, dadda karmaNi.
Jnanagni,
Dadda karmaNi. What does it mean? It means right knowledge burns all the karma. So by knowing the correct knowledge, okay, by getting the correct knowledge, it burns off all the karma, whether it's good, bad, nothing. We don't want anything in the balance in the end. Do you understand? Okay. So did you all understand today's topic? Did you all understand today's story and the moral of the story? Yeah. Okay. So we will finish the class now. Okay. So all of you will finish the class with ending prayers. Okay. All of you repeat after me. Unmute yourself. And then unmute.
Yeah.
Okay.
All karmas go down.
Yeah. Repeat after me.
Close your eyes.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam
Purnamidam
Purnat
Purnat
Purnamudachyate
Purnamudachyate
Purnasya
Purnasya
Purnamadaya
Purnamadaya
Purnameva
Purnameva
Vashishyate.
Vashishyate.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti 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 Shanti.
Asatoma
Asatoma
Sadgamaya
Sadgamaya
Tamasoma
Tamasoma
Jyotirgamaya
Jyotirgamaya
Mrityorma
Vidurma
Amritam Gamaya.
Amritamaya.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you. Hari Om, all of you. Bye-bye.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Miss.
Hari Om.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.